Welcome to our latest video on the SCP Foundation's anomalous entities, specifically focusing on SCP-7350 through SCP-7354. These entities are considered extremely dangerous and are currently contained by the Foundation. Join us as we delve into the details of each SCP and the measures taken to keep them contained. SCP-7350 is a humanoid entity that resembles a human female in her late teens. The most notable feature of SCP-7350 is its ability to manipulate time within a localized area. This ability allows SCP-7350 to slow down or speed up time for objects and living organisms within a radius of approximately 10 meters around it. SCP-7350 was discovered in a small town in Paraguay after reports of strange occurrences involving the manipulation of time. Upon initial containment, the entity displayed a high level of resistance to being contained, using its abilities to slow down time for the personnel attempting to apprehend it, allowing it to escape multiple times. After extensive research, it was determined that SCP-7350's abilities are tied to its emotional state. When the SCP is calm and cooperative, its abilities are less powerful and easier to contain. However, when SCP-7350 is agitated or stressed, its abilities become much stronger, making containment more difficult. SCP-7350 is able to control the duration of time within its radius of effect, causing objects and living organisms within the area to move and age at different speeds. The effect is temporary and dissipates when SCP-7350 leaves the area. When time is accelerated, objects and organisms within the area experience a rapid aging process and appear to move at an incredibly fast pace. In contrast, when time is slowed, objects and organisms appear to move in slow motion and age at a much slower rate. SCP-7350 has demonstrated a great deal of intelligence and creativity, often spending its downtime producing artwork and writing short stories. SCP-7350 is capable of displaying a wide range of emotions, from sadness and fear to anger and aggression. SCP-7350's abilities make it a valuable asset to the Foundation, as it can be used in a variety of operations requiring the manipulation of time. It has been used in several successful containment breaches, as well as in several research projects related to the study of time manipulation. However, due to the unpredictable nature of its abilities, as well as its tendency to become agitated and stressed, handling SCP-7350 requires a great deal of caution. SCP-7351 is a standard wooden bookcase, measuring approximately 2 meters in height and 1.5 meters in width. The object appears to be made of an unknown type of wood, and is capable of being assembled and disassembled like any other piece of furniture. However, SCP-7351 possesses anomalous properties when it is fully assembled and placed in a room with a door that can be closed. Once SCP-7351 is assembled and the door to the room is closed, the interior dimensions of the room will change to match the layout of a randomly chosen room within a radius of up to 100 kilometers. The layout and contents of the room will also match that of the chosen room, including any furniture or decor present. The door to the room will become a portal leading to the chosen room, and any objects or individuals entering the portal will be transported to the corresponding location. SCP-7351's effects will only occur when the bookcase is fully assembled and the room is closed off. Attempts to dismantle the bookcase or open the door to the room will cause the effects to cease, and the room will return to its original dimensions and layout. SCP-7351's potential for causing spatial and temporal anomalies make it extremely dangerous, as well as its potential for unauthorized personnel accessing secure areas or potentially hostile environments. As such, SCP-7351 is to be kept disassembled in a secure containment chamber and is to be observed at all times. Any attempt to assemble SCP-7351 without prior approval from at least one Level 3 personnel will result in disciplinary action. SCP-7351's origin is currently unknown and research is ongoing. The Foundation is also working on ways to control the destination. It's also been found that once the bookcase is assembled, it cannot be moved, except for disassembly and assembly again. SCP-7352, designated as the Prime Minister, is a humanoid SCP object of Keter-class, standing at 1.83 meters and weighing approximately 70 kilograms. SCP-7352 presents itself as a highly intelligent and charismatic individual with a political background, capable of convincing and manipulating others to carry out its goals. SCP-7352 has the ability to control the actions and beliefs of individuals within a certain radius. Testing has shown that this radius can be as large as several kilometers, and that the affected individuals, referred to as SCP-73521, will carry out the commands of the Prime Minister without question or resistance. These instances are also immune to memory alteration and amnestics. SCP-7352 also has the ability to affect the global political landscape through its control of key individuals in government and media. SCP-7352 has been observed to use its abilities to influence elections, create and dissolve alliances, and manipulate public opinion in order to further its goals. Observation and analysis of its actions suggest that it is working towards the establishment of a single, unified global government. It has claimed that its goal is to create a utopian society, where all individuals are treated equally and resources are shared fairly. However, its methods of achieving this goal are often ruthless and result in significant loss of life and destruction. Due to the potential for SCP-7352 to destabilize global politics and threaten the security of humanity, the Foundation considers its containment a top priority. The entity is to be contained in a secure underground facility, with a minimum of 4 armed guards stationed at all times. All communication with SCP-7352 is to be done remotely, via a secure terminal. The terminal is to be monitored by at least 2 Level 3 personnel at all times. Any attempts to communicate with SCP-7352 must be approved by Level 4 personnel. SCP-7352 has made repeated attempts to negotiate with Foundation personnel, offering to use its abilities to bring about a global utopia in exchange for its freedom. All such attempts have been denied, as the potential risk to global stability is deemed too great. SCP-7353 is a ghostly entity that appears as a translucent, humanoid figure resembling a young woman. The entity has been observed in various locations throughout the United States, primarily in abandoned or decrepit buildings. SCP-7353 is capable of manifesting in both the visible and infrared spectrums, and has been observed to have the ability to affect temperature within the vicinity of its manifestation. SCP-7353 is believed to have been an individual named Sarah, last name redacted, who died at the age of 21. Despite her death, SCP-7353 continues to display a range of emotions and will engage in conversation with individuals who come into contact with it. SCP-7353 has been observed to be particularly drawn to individuals who have recently experienced significant emotional trauma and will often remain in their proximity for extended periods of time. SCP-7353's ability to affect temperature is of particular interest to the SCP Foundation, as it has been observed to cause drops in temperature of up to 20 degrees Celsius within its vicinity. The entity is also capable of causing small fires to break out in the vicinity of its manifestation, often resulting in minor burns to individuals who come into contact with it. SCP-7353 is not hostile and does not exhibit any aggression towards living individuals, but it has been known to induce feelings of overwhelming sadness and depression in those who come into contact with it. Interviews with the entity have revealed that it is aware of its own death and is seeking to understand the events that led to it. SCP-7353's containment procedures require that individuals who come into contact with it be administered Class B amnestics and undergo psychological evaluation to ensure that exposure to the entity does not lead to mental health complications. SCP-7353's spirit nature makes it difficult to contain, and it is currently considered as a low-priority entity due to its lack of hostility. Researchers are to use caution when interacting with it and to minimize direct contact as much as possible. The Foundation aims to collect as much data as possible to further understand the nature of this ghostly entity. SCP-7354 is an extraterrestrial entity of unknown origin and classification. It is approximately 2 meters in height and has a humanoid body structure, with a featureless face and a slender frame. SCP-7354's anomalous property is its ability to manipulate and control the electromagnetic spectrum, specifically within the radio frequency range. SCP-7354 has been observed to emit a continuous low-frequency radio signal, which it uses to control and manipulate electronic devices within a range of approximately 5 kilometers. This includes devices such as computers, phones, and radios, as well as any other device that utilizes radio waves for communication or operation. SCP-7354 has been observed to use this ability to gather information, communicate with its own kind, and even as a form of self-defense. SCP-7354 also has the ability to manipulate and control the electromagnetic fields that surround living organisms. It has been observed to use this ability to manipulate the nervous system of living organisms, causing them to experience a range of effects such as paralysis, hallucinations, and even death. SCP-7354 has also been observed to use this ability to control the movement of small animals, such as insects and birds, for unknown purposes. SCP-7354's primary method of communication is through the use of its radio signal, which it uses to transmit encoded messages. These messages have been found to contain a wide range of information, including scientific data, mathematical formulas, and even poetry. SCP-7354 has also been observed to communicate with other SCP-7354 entities through the use of its radio signal, suggesting that it may be part of a larger extraterrestrial civilization. SCP-7354 can extract energy from the electromagnetic fields that surround it, suggesting that it may not require food to survive. SCP-7354 has shown a high level of intelligence and adaptability. It has been reported to use its abilities to avoid capture and containment, and has even been able to modify its own radio signal to avoid detection. Due Due to SCP-7354's abilities, it poses a significant threat to the Foundation and its operations. Containment protocols include the use of high-frequency radio jamming equipment to disrupt its radio signal, as well as the use of shielded electronic devices to prevent SCP-7354 from manipulating or controlling them. Any electronic devices that are brought into SCP-7354's containment area must be checked and cleared by security personnel before being allowed inside. In summary, SCP-7350 through SCP-7354 are a group of anomalous objects with unique properties and abilities. Each of these anomalous objects pose a significant threat to humanity, and are currently contained by the SCP Foundation. It is important to note that this information is classified and should not be shared with the general public. If you found this video informative, please drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more anomalous entities contained by the SCP Foundation.